I feel like our pace, we're really getting used to each other and how fast we can be. So it's looking kind of scary out there.
Defensively, that length seems to be your strength. When you guys went on that run in the second quarter, how important was it there?
It's extremely important, and after the defense, after we get the stop, you can just tell how fast we're trying to get out in the transition and not have to set up a play. So our defense definitely leads the offense.
You're coming from a two-time champion team that was known as unselfish. How unselfish is this team? Luke said it was almost to a fault last night where you guys were trying to please each other too much.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we might be over unselfish. We passed up a lot of open shots. Like even in like one play, like 4 people were open and we overpassed it. But I mean, that's not really a bad thing. We're all looking for each other, all teammates, and we're just trying to win. So you can tell just by looking out there.
How would you assess your own play right now?
I feel like I'm playing well.
Do you feel any sort of connection or kinship with Rondo and Beasley and I'm like Lance, all coming in on this one-year deal, being veterans as a group?
Do I feel a connection? I feel a connection with everybody on my team.
Well, just because you guys have similar circumstances, being veterans and coming in a one-year deal to this group.
I feel like everybody on this team got similar circumstances of we trying to feed our families and we working as hard as we can for a championship. I don't think we single out like, oh, we're on one-year deals. Hey, you're on a one-year deal? Me too. Wow, we have so much in common. No.
Did Luke tell you guys, he was telling us yesterday that there were times with the amount of passing, he's like, I thought they were messing with me sometimes, like with how much they're moving the ball. Did he tell you guys that? Does that sound familiar at all?
No, he didn't tell us that.
Okay.
Are you helping Kuz with some of those small ball center stints? Are you kind of giving him tips on how to guard certain bigs?
Yeah, I'll throw a couple tips here and there. Kuz is pretty good on defense, though. He's really, really active, and he's faster than all the bigs that he's going to be guarding. So I've been trying to really just tell him to make sure that he's using that speed and not having to feel like he has to over-strength them. Like, that's not his strength. Like, if you're guarding somebody that's stronger than you, then outwit them and move around and front them. So it's just different techniques, I guess, you can use.
You said last night that, ideally you'd like to play maybe 30 minutes. Did you have that conversation early on, like when you signed with the team, or have you talked to Luke about that? And is there some sort of agreement as to how many minutes are available?
No.
Shot a couple outside shots last night. Looked good. It was on mark, just in and out. You going to see some more of that?
Possibly.
You got the green light
if it's
now.
open,
Like.
I mean, yeah. I have the green light to shoot open shots, so that's always a good thing. So I don't have a green light to shoot bad shots. So.
Were you impressed with Josh Hart?
Yeah, definitely. Hard worker, extremely fast, extremely strong. And I like that little screen roll. He about to take my job. Right?
He joked, he said, I might have to take the bill.
Man, let me do me, man. Stick to shooting them threes, man.
From the perspective of somebody like you who's done a lot of rim running over the years, how impressive is it to see that from a guard?
Oh, it's pretty impressive, especially to finish over a big in the end of it. So it's definitely impressive. And I feel like mid-season he might even try to dunk that. So that's even more impressive.
Does a smaller guy, is that just about a smaller guy having the right mentality to do that?
It's just about heart, man. I feel like everybody on this team got heart. I just feel like we're a big group of guys who are willing to sacrifice it all to win. So you can tell how hard we play on the floor.
How much harder is it now for traditional big guys, 7-footers, to stay in the league with small ball?
It's extremely hard just because it seems like they don't want us here. They trying to get us out of here. And prime example is them taking us off the All-Star ballot. They just literally took the whole position off of the All-Star ballot. So just think about that. Like, we don't even have a choice. Like, we have to go against guards and like, we're not going to score 40 and, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I mean, we work hard, though, so we have to adjust our game the way everybody else does. So now we don't stay back as much. We're up more. We know how to switch. So it's just, I mean, it's evolution, I guess.
But that's happened in real time, like during the course of your career.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. I feel like I've been in the course of my career. I've been in the iPhone era and the dilution of the big man. So.
Do you think it's made you a better player, though, overall?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, before it was easier just because everybody was doing to stay back and block the shot at the rim. So I was like, cool. I just use my athleticism. So it's a lot. It's a lot more mindful now. Like, I definitely have to focus more and think more on what exactly I'm doing rather than just use my athleticism. And luckily, I still got my athleticism. So.
You mentioned the other night when we were in San Diego, I think that you said you're vegan.
Yeah.
Is that part of the evolution? Or like,
it's the evolution of knowing myself and how I can play. So one year I got to like 280, and I'm like, yeah, I'm big. I'm about to have a crazy season. I couldn't jump. I couldn't run. I felt tired. I'm just like, maybe being big isn't my thing. So then I was like, I want to stay around 240, 250. And people still tell me, you're not strong enough, blah, blah. I'm like, that's not my game. I don't need to be a banger. I dunk on people, I block shots, and I stay out the way.
Last question.
You always been a good free throw shooter, even when you were a kid and younger in high school and stuff?
I don't know. I don't really remember. It's kind of crazy. I was in high school like over 10 years ago. Wow. But I've always been a shooter. I shot threes in college. So I was talking to one of my old coaches from, I forgot which team it was, but he was saying how when I was younger, maybe like third year in the league, I was like just trying to work out and expand my game, so I'm shooting threes, and it was an assistant coach, and he said the head coach brought him up to the office and was like, why is JaVale shooting threes? So I'm like, wow, and he's like, he's just trying to work on his game, and he's like, nah, he don't need to be doing that. But the evolution of the big man, now a center comes in and not shooting threes, you're like, what are you doing? Why aren't you shooting threes? And then even on like the social media take, you got to think about it. Back when I was a sophomore rookie, if you're on YouTube and Instagram all the time, they're like, you're not focused on basketball. Now, PR people here are like, you need to post more. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I've literally been in the evolution of a lot of things.